With this crown, I declare you our sovereign. All hail the king! I, Esdras, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people, whom I could not number, and they all praised the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, with songs. And in the midst of them, there was a young man of a high stature, taller than all the rest, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. Receive this crown as a blessing from the Most High. May your reign be just and prosperous. So I asked the angel, and said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing, and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. With this crown, I bestow upon you the legacy of our people. Rule wisely. Now are they crowned, and receive palms. Then said I unto the angel, What young person is it that crowneth them, and giveth them palms in their hands? So he answered and said unto me, It is the Son of Yahweh, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord. With this crown, I charge you to lead our people with wisdom and strength. All hail the new king. Hail! Then the angel said unto me, Go thy way, and tell my people what manner of things, and how great wonders of the Lord thy God thou hast seen. I now crown you king. All hail the new king. Long live the king!
All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who will teach well. Shalom to the hopeful elect and the Achamat that push his word and his truth into sincerity across the four winds in the names of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. I'm the brother Ainah from the GMS Mississippi camp. All right, I'm back to you with a quick lesson. Now, Baratazar, I pray this lesson is quick, edifying, straight to the point. All right, and food for the sheep out there as well. So, without further ado, the title of this lesson we're going into the whole duty of man. All right, what is our responsibilities? What should we be doing? What's our number one priority? Okay, because now we're hearing these things about niggas want to take weeks off to go and do other shit and not handle our business or what we're supposed to be doing. You have things that come up and things you have to do, to feed your family and do everything like that. However, if what you're doing interferes with you serving Yahweh Bashim Shai, keeping the Lord's commandments to the best of your abilities, or obeying and having that. Let me say this: having that fear in Yahweh Bashim Shai. Let's say that, because some niggas try to take the commandments thing and try to twist that. Ultimately, having that fear in Yahweh Bashim Shai, if that's conflicting with that and stop you from handling your business, then that's not gonna work. Okay, so the whole duty of man. All right, and that's what we're gonna be getting into. We're gonna open up with the precept. All right, this is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. All right, it says the conclusion of the matter, and the conclusion is a sum. When it boils down to it, this is the whole matter of things. This is the conclusion. This is the sum of it all. All right, everything that we preach, everything that we teach, everything that we learn, what's coming, everything. When you put all that together, the whole duty of man is to fear the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah, man. Fear the Most High, man. All right, fear Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. All right, and keep the Most High's commandments, man. All right, and in these times, we're going to keep those to the best of our abilities. Okay, that is our whole duty. Okay, so when we talk about niggas want to go and they got all this other stuff to do, and man, no excuses. Everybody got stuff to do, man. Everybody got things going on, So as a Corn Ayash, always having different conversation and reflecting, the Wadi Hawbashim Shah for giving me, that brother amongst all the other elders, and the other Akim that I've been under. But then that brother have a real strong relationship, and you always pouring into me, as a elder brother, But we always getting into it, man. Hey, fuck the excuses, man. All right, everybody got stuff going on. Everybody got things to do. We have a responsibility, man. All right, we're like that candlelight. All right, that wax. So we're like that wax. We're supposed to wax it. Wax hard in the things that we're doing. And when you think about a candle, you have that wax, and what's in the center of that candle? That light. All right, and that center is Yahweh Bashim Shah. All right, we plan our lives around Yahweh Bashim Shah, not Yahweh Bashim Shah being planned around our lives and the bullshit we got going on in the world, man. The things that we got going on in the world. Again, everybody has a responsibility, but this truth, Yahweh Bashim Shah, our responsibilities is our first and foremost priority, man. Your job, everything else, that's your side hustle. Your main job is serving Yahweh Bashim Shah, man. Okay, so let's move on to the next precept. Okay, because we talk about the whole duty of man, our responsibilities. All right, we're gonna nail that element down for the sake of this video. All right, so I just got a few more precepts, and then we'll see what the spirit is from there. All right, it's the book of John, book of John, chapter 21. We're gonna read verses 15 through 17. All right, this is the book of John, chapter 21, starting at verse 15. It said, when they had dined, Yahweh Shah said to Solomon, Yahweh Shah said to Simon Peter, all right, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me more than these? All right, he said unto him, Yes, Lord, that thou knowest that I love thee. And he said unto him, Feed my lambs. All right, so he's saying, I love you, Lord. All right, Yahweh Shah is like, man, hey, do you love me more than these? He said, yes. He said, okay, feed my lambs. All right, verse 16. He said to him again the second time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? All right, do you love me? He said unto him, Yes, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He said unto him, Feed my sheep. All right, verse 17. He said unto him the third time. When we hear things being repetitive, that shows importance. All right, the Lord does not repeat himself just because. When he repeats himself, that's a sign to where, okay, I'm hearing this more than, that's a sign this in general. If I'm hearing this more over and over again, okay, there's something I need to pay attention to. Okay, this is how important this is. Okay, he said to him the third time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? Peter was grieved because he said unto him the third time, lovest thou me? So Peter's like, Lord, you said it to me 3 times, right? And he said unto him, Lord, Yahweh Shah, thou knowest all things. Thou knowest that I love thee. So he's telling Yahweh Shah, like, you know everything, man. You know all things. You know I love you. Yahweh Shah said, and Yahweh Shah said to him, feed my sheep. All right. So that's our first and foremost with priority. We talk about the whole duty of man. All right. This is one of our priorities is to feed the sheep, man. Okay. All right, if you're out there on the highways and the byways, and our righteous has been the spirit on you to prophesy, that's your first. If it's your first responsibility, man, that's our first responsibility. Everybody has families, everybody has jobs, everything like that. So, you handle things the way they need to be handled. However, when it comes to Yahweh Shema Shai, that's our first and foremost. That's our first and that's our first and our foremost priority. All right, we're not telling you, if you got a kid, and your kid dying or something like that, man, you need to go to the highway and byway. No, man, the elders they ain't gonna even have you do that. All right, so don't even try to pull that one. We talking about when niggas want to do bullshit, versus handling your business in this truth. They gonna take leave of absences and shit, man. No, we don't. That's not how this goes. Our first and foremost priority is Yahweh Shema Shai, man. Okay. All right. Next precept. Let's go to the book of Luke, chapter 14, and we're gonna. Salaki. This is the book of Luke, chapter 14, verse 23. All right. It says, and the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai said, the Lord Yahweh Shai said unto the servant, go into the highways and the hedges and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled. All right. This is Yahweh Shai speaking. He's saying to us as his servants, we are servants for Yahweh Shema Shai, man. He says, go into the highways and the hedges, man. That's where we go out and prophesy and compel them to come in until that my house be fulfilled, man. We plant the seeds, man. We're them to come in that's gonna fill the house is the hopeful elect, man. This time, that 1/3 this time around is gonna be the ones that fill that house, man. So that's why we do that. So we're hearing that these things are our responsibilities. All right, you cannot put your responsibilities and this truth to the side to go do other stuff, man. That comes second, man. Okay, everything comes second to Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay, it comes after that. All right. Let's go to the next one. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 22, and verse 9. All right, it's the book of Matthew, chapter 22, and verse 9. It's Yahweh Shai speaking as well. It says, go ye into the highways, and as many as you find, be it to the marriage. All right, that marriage, when you look at it, we're considered the bridesmaid. All right, and Yahweh Shai is considered the groom. All right, we're the bride. Yahweh Shai is the groom, man. All right, Yahweh Shai is going to penetrate us with these laws, man, with the law, statutes, and commandments that be in our inward parts, man. We're going to be, and that's the understanding of it, man. All right, so when you talk about our responsibilities, we're supposed to be bidding the 1/3, man, of this time to the marriage. That marriage being beamed up into the chairs, being beamed up into Yahweh Shai's chambers, man, so we can have these laws and everything put in our inward parts, man. Okay, we want that on the first go round. It says, verse 10, so the servants went into the highways and gathered together as many as they found, both good and bad, and the wedding was furnished with guests. All right, so the servants, those of us who are righteous, we stay in the spirit, who are preaching and teaching and doing the work for Yahweh Shema Shai. We go out to the highways and byways, man. We sow the seeds, man. If it's of you, when you hear this truth, if it penetrates you, man, and it's of you, then hey, you're gonna be bid to the marriage of this time, man, and you're gonna be bid on this time. Okay, all right. So again, these are our responsibilities, man. You cannot just put your responsibilities to the side. That's like putting your hands to the plow and you working and you looking back now because you got some shit going on that's not more important, man. Okay. Everybody got jobs and everybody got businesses, brothers have land and things that they have to tend to each and every day, man. We all have responsibilities, but nobody makes an excuse. Okay? Nobody makes an excuse. Everybody has things that they have going on, but the excuse, what the old saying, excuse is like it's like an ass. Everybody got one. Okay? This is the book of Luke, chapter 9, and verse 62. This is Luke chapter 9 and verse 62. All right. And it said, and Jehoshaphat said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of the Most High. All right. No man having put his hand to the plow and looking back, man, is fit for the kingdom of the Most High. So if you're in this thing, man, and you just say, okay, you just gonna leave. You know, you're not fit, man. You don't get to just leave and come back. All right. If you have a job, all right, you have more respect for your job in the world than you do for your job in this truth. You can't just look like what you think Esau gonna do to your ass if you at work and you just leave and think you gonna come back whenever you get ready. He gonna fire your ass. But you don't have more respect for your Yahweh Bashim Shai, man. You have more respect for this world and the nigga that run it right now, man. He's only in position because Yahweh Bashim Shai put him in position, man. The Lord has the power to set up kings and remove them. But the point back to the point of the lesson, you can't just say, okay, I'm finna go do this and I'll be back. Hey, I ain't coming to camp. I ain't doing no videos. And man, there are many brothers who don't do videos every day, but we still stay active. We still stay active. Brothers are reading, brothers are watching videos, brothers that we still stay active. We not just saying, okay, I ain't finna do nothing. No, that's not how this works, man. Again, that's not how this works. You can't just go cold and come back. Okay? We have to stay focused, especially in these times. How the hell you gonna be so invested in the world that's finna end, man? Babylon is through. Babylon is done, man. Okay? Let's grab one more precept, then we'll close it out. It's the book of John, chapter 17, verse 14 and verse 14 through 16. John chapter 17, verse 14 through 16. It says, I have given them thy word, and the world hath hated them. All right. So Yahweh Shai has given the word, man. He has given us the word, and he has given us the truth. And the world hates us, man. Okay. It says, because they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. So Yahweh Shai was not of this world. So we're trying to be like Yahweh Shai, man. When Yahweh Shai was walking in the flesh in Rome, man, during the time, man. Okay, he was not of that world, man. Right now, when we're in Rome Reloaded, we're not of this world. So we're going after those footsteps of Yahweh Shai to the best of our ability, man. Yahweh Shai was perfect. So we're trying to be like Yahweh Shai. What did he say? I must be about my father's business. We'll close out with that one. Okay. 1 second. Let me make a note real quick so I don't forget. I won't make one forget to get that one. Okay. So Yahweh Shai was not of this world. We're trying to be like Yahweh Shai, so we should be following Yahweh Shai's footsteps. Yahweh Shai didn't just say, okay, hey, and Yahweh Shai was a carpenter, man. Very lucrative. Okay. Yahweh Shai was doing miracles. Okay. He didn't just put everything to the side to go and do whatever. He said I was be about my father's business. Okay. Verse 15. I pray not that thou shouldest take them of the world, but thou shouldest keep them from the evil. Verse 16, it says, they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. So we're not of this world, man. Okay. We live in this world, but we're not of this world, man. We live in this world because, we're going through these times right now, and this is what we have to do to get to where we need to get to, through the great spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Shai. But we're not of this world. Yahweh Shai was not of this world. We're becoming more and more dead to this world each and every day, man. Okay. All right. But we don't put off the Father's business, man, just to go and do whatever the hell else you want to do. All right. Now let's close out with that one. All right. This is the book of Luke, chapter 2, and verse 49. This is Yahweh Shai speaking, because you don't know about this one, when Mary and Joseph was looking for Yahweh Shai when Yahweh Shai had stayed back in Jerusalem. If I'm not mistaken, they had went for the Passover in Jerusalem. And when they got back, they didn't know Yahweh Shai had to stay back. So they were asking Yahweh Shai, like, we was worried about you. And this is what Yahweh Shai said, long story short. And Luke chapter 2 and verse 49, he said unto them, How is it that ye sought me? Wish ye not that I must be about my father's business? All right. He said that he must be about his father's business. And he wasn't talking about Joseph because Joseph was right there in front of him. He told this to them. So he's talking about the Most High, Yahweh. All right, the Heavenly Father, man. He must be about Yahweh's business, man, the Father's business. Okay, so if we're trying to be like Yahweh Shai, we must be about our Father's business, man. We can't be getting tied up in all of this other stuff that's going on, especially in these times, man. All right, this place is cooked. This place is done, man. Okay, so again, this is the whole duty of man. All right, we long story short, hey, the whole conclusion of the matter, man, fear the Most High Yahweh, man. Keep His commandments. Also fear Yahweh Shai, man. All right, and we must be about our Father's business, man. Okay. I praise this was edifying to you. Till again, I'm gonna say a ball, Karam Shala, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakadash, Bakathum, Shalom.